going to exit his pit stall now, and you got to be careful going out of the pit box. You know, it's crucial that you get in and out of your pit box fast. You hit the pit road speed, but not go over it, else you receive a penalty, and that will ruin your day here at Talladega Super Speedway. But we got Josh coming back up on the racetrack, potentially here. Running, you got to get to that cone, else you get that penalty there. There's the cone on the back straightaway, and that's that blend line that you can blend up to, you know, and that's a respectable thing right there. As we see Josh let that guy go by as a little bit faster there, and kind of beneficial for him as he can get up there and get in here 3 and 4 and get a little bit of a draft from that truck in front of him, which, as I said, the draft's important here. You got to be on your toes. You know, as I said, spotters, you got to do their job here too. And we got Josh again practicing that pit stop. As I said, that's crucial. Have to hit your speed. Have to hit the time mark. Your speed here, as I said, your day will be done. And just a good learning time for them too. How much does a 4-tire gas situation pit stop look like? You know, how much is a 2-tire situation pit stop? How much is a gas situation pit stop if they needed to come down in the race? Or how much is a damage situation pit stop now? Stuff like that. So just kind of execute the X's and O's, you know, can control what you can control on the racing atmosphere today at the track, and I think we're going to be good. So as it looks like, Josh looks like he's done with qualifying here, and I think we're getting closer to that warm-up for this great race. But yeah, just it's cool. So it's about the E-Nascar College iRacing Series. It's all about putting your name, your school name, your school pride on the product, on the race car, you know, on the pit box. On the pit road sign, on the pit road sign, as you saw, I had Ferris University. So E-NASCAR College iRacing Series is really all about iRacing. It's all about college. It's all about what you think college is. Show your college pride, and we're showing that today. As you guys can see, you know, the different school colors that are up there on the grid. As you guys can see, that red and yellow, nice looking truck for Ferris State University. Their first time in school history. As I said multiple times, we're getting a look here at the truck. Ferris State Esports on front. That Chevrolet has that yellow outline with that red base paint there. What a good look there at the front of that Chevrolet. And you know, each driver has their name on the side of the car, of the truck too, so that's cool. They get their name out there to some bigwigs that might be watching this. As I said, it's mainstreamed on different platforms with the E-NASCAR College iRacing Series. So we got an overlay look here of the racing track, an aerial shot, and those are the competitors. Those are the guys that are going to settle this one out, as some guys are blinking some internet issues, as it is a virtual setting. But fans are packed to see Josh compete at Talladega Super Speedway here. And, you know, if I was in the stands, I would be in the stands too, watching Josh, you know, race around here. And, you know, that's one of his goals in life, is to work with a race team down the road in NASCAR and stuff like that. So it's cool. Josh has some big plans and stuff like that. Has going to Ferris State University to get a degree, get his bachelor's degree and stuff like that. So it's cool to see Josh continue his education, but also find himself in Ferris State Esports Sim Racing Simulator and make it to the A-Main event. So a cool deal here for Josh, and getting things all sorted out there in the cockpit, and you know, just a cool thing. I mean, we all share the same passion of racing, as I said, and you know, we're hoping that we can put it up there on top of the charts, and hopefully, you know, Josh and the team can put it together. And hey, I get to call the shots, you know, here at Talladega Super Speedway. So thanks to those guys that helped out, got me in here to be this guy behind the headset, behind the microphone, calling for Ferris State University. And just what a great day. I mean, it's a great day to always be a Bulldog, and what a great day for Josh, you know, to get this opportunity. He's been waiting for this one a while. You know, bad luck presents good luck in the end. And, you know, we're sitting on the high stage. I mean, we have Michigan. We have Michigan University here, Michigan University Esports, racing against our own Ferris State University. So a little bit of in-state rivalry, I will say. Ferris State University is taking on Michigan University, a famed college. And you know, there's some other colleges out there that you'll see familiar with this, and man, just that's cool. I mean, you get to race against guys that do this for maybe a living, that they race on a short track, and then there's Josh that, you know, would love to do this in real life. So, but it's cool though. You know, we made the A main, and man, that truck, I just blush every time. I don't know about you guys or you viewers out there that are watching or seeing this great race truck here. But yeah, what a racing truck we have here. That nice new Chevy Silverado. And all I know is Dale Earnhardt Jr. would be impressed. That's a nice looking scheme. You know, they got it good, and it looks like Ferris State colors. So it's cool. Love that Ferris State Esports logo, as I said. So I guess the stage is being set here. So there's Burton right there beside him in the truck. We got a different look here. There's a fancy like 88 truck there. It looks like they got like a Bass Pro Shop scheme or something. Maybe they're sponsored by them. I don't know. But anyways, Josh is there in the race, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool. This whole deal is coming together, and you know, and finally we see the trucks coming to life. They come to roar. Oh, the power of those engines coming to life here at Talladega Super Speedway, and Ferris State University rolling the high stages. Take a listen. Man, what a opportunity here. All coming together. Everybody here at Ferris State smiling, cheek to cheek. Man, what a day. Ferris State University coming at you here as Josh has one heck of an opportunity to get us to that spot, to get us to that victory lane of Talladega Super Speedway. Take another look here as they roll down the back straightaway. And the field is getting ready here. The warm-up is happening. Caution lights are still on. In 3. They're approaching turn 4 now. And man, what a day. All these student athletes, all these students in this entire field should be very, very blessed to make it to the A main event, because there's people that are going to be watching this one from home that have maybe made the B race, the C race, the D race, and wish they could be here on this stream, and what iRacing does for these athletes. And I'm calling them athletes because, man, you have to look at how much time they put in the sim rig to get to this point. I mean, I think it's 20, 23, 25 drivers that make it to the actual, like, A main race, official race. And, man, what a day. So, not knowing what's really going on, but at the moment, because I do know that they said there was a warm-up going on, and they're just kind of pacing the laps around. So a goal, just to have a goal. A top 10 would be real good. A top 15 would be all right, and a win would be very, very special, and would put Ferris State University on the map here if Ferris State somehow could squeeze out a victory, could put a fender to somebody to get the victory. Last lap pass. You know, it's gonna be intense here. Elbows are gonna be up for all drivers. And a good mix here I see on the field from Ford, Toyotas, Chevrolets. A good mix of different manufacturers here with the racetrack. Man, what a beautiful ride. What a paint scheme, paint job. Good thing we're running Chevrolet, because Michigan's running Toyota, so we're keeping American made over here with the Chevrolet truck. So now getting closer and closer to each other still pace here as they're bunching up now. And they're stacking them, and we're rocking them, and we're going green flag. Boogity, 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 boogity. Let's go Ferris State Racing, baby. Josh on the bottom side of the speedway now, and he's going to have one car on the top outside as we're running near the back of the pack. One car is going to split it down on the apron. Not going to like that. It's going to play some little bit of defense there for Blinken, some internet issues. One car is going to drop to the bottom side of the speedway. Josh running the bottom line there as they're approaching 3, getting out of the exit of 4, and Josh running the bottom side of the speedway there. In that single groove there on the bottom side. No outline is shaped up just yet. Everybody's playing a little bit of a chess match here as they're all strung out on the bottom side of the speedway. One car is going to be outside of Josh's door there. Battle looking good up from the front, but Josh and them are going to try to make the draft on the backside of the speedway, all single file. One car, Burton's up top off of Josh. He's going to try to side draft Josh. It's going to be effective for a second, but man, I don't know what you're going to do without that draft. But going into 3, Josh bottom side of the speedway. They're dancing, prancing at top of the speed charts there. Up there, right in front of them, number 7. Burton's going to slip in. Josh is going to punt him out of the way, maybe. Oh, they're going to a little accordion effect there. Josh almost thought going outside, but he thought better of it. He's going to go back inside, and they're going to be thankful for racing on the bottom side of the speedway for a moment. Josh still running bottom. He's going to think better of it. He's going to go outside now. He's going to try to move up some positions, try to regroup that outside groove now, as he's going to try to chase that 3D print car in front of him, number 11, as Josh is going to sail of sights in 3, middle side of the speedway, side by side. Second groove coming together. Off of 4, going down the front straightaway. One car blinking behind Josh. He's going to get to the back bumper of that truck right in front of him. I believe that's the truck number 11. He's going to push him up inside. Other truck's going to put it 3 wide on the outside, 3 wide. Josh is going to stay middle line, trying to make that truck pay for that 3 wide run there. Down the back straightaway. Man, look at that shot. Trucks going side by side at 200 miles per hour. take a peek at turn 3. Still, it's going to be 3 wide. One car is going to try to go to the outside of Josh. It's not going to happen. Josh is still in the back, and he's going to try to figure something out here to get through the field. Going through the travel. Josh, middle side of the screen. As you guys can see him, that car is right there. Oh, I think he popped back to the top side of the speedway now. Yep, back top side of the speedway here with that Toyota right in front of me. He's going to put a shot to the back bumper. He's going to say, hey, let's go, let's move on. We got places to be, places to see like Victory Lane, and they're pushing him on the outside. One car is going to have support for Josh on the backside. He's going to try to make it through. They all scramble a little bit there going into that turn. Off for 4. Going back for another peek, another dance and travel. And they're 3 wide. 3 wide, by lane, and look at that view. I'm speechless. 3 trucks side by side, and they enter turns 1. They're going to find turn 2. And Josh still holding that outside line. He's going to move it down to the bottom side of the speedway, and maybe going to block that truck behind him and trying to charge the front. And that's just looking at how good this field is. Is you got to run, you got to take it, and then when there's no run, man, you really get hurt here. But Josh coming out of 3, going to enter 4 here with the pack on the way outside here. As trying to get that last resort lane going. He's going to dip. He's going to go charging inside, middle side of the speedway now. And middle line's going to prevail up the side of the middle. Going to the start-finish line, another lap complete. Oh, pushing the shovers is going to go bad here. One car's up a little bit high here. Almost got a bad push there. Bad push would have wrecked those cars right in front of Josh. About 2 trucks in front of him. Now that white truck's going to appear, and he's going to go on the top side. Josh still sticking in the middle. Middle side looks like they have the most trucks here going in 3. Josh about middle way in that pack in the middle side of the speedway here at Talladega. Focusing on the concentration and catching that 33 and putting some shoves, putting some pressure on the back bumper. You know, you got to put some pressure, you got to put some situation, some momentum for the inside line as both lines are going side by side. It's hard to move up when you got pressure on both sides, but Josh doing pretty good here, and let's listen into what the race trucks sound like here. And that was
wide at the moment. All right, just you on the bottom. You got some help behind you.
That was a peak there.
You got 4 wide ahead of you right now. Dropping down to 3 wide, 2 wide up ahead of you. You got one coming on your outside. Going to be at your quarter shortly. Outside at your door.
Josh taking the lower chances here at the racetrack. 54 Chevy Silverado is trying to peek on the outside. He's got Brian right behind him. Josh from Ferris State's on the bottom side here at Talladega Super Speedway. And leader blinking up at the front of the pack. Could that cause a caution early on? Josh trying to scramble back into 3, going out of 4, and they're going to take a peek here at Talladega Super Speedway's Tri-Oval. Josh still running that inside line there. 54 still outside, and what a peek here. Inside, little outside camera action here presented by Iracing. And Josh still looking good, and man, what a run downside and inside of the speedway. Trying to inch closer to that top 10, that top 5. Field still stringing side by side down the back straightaway. in the travel. They're going to appear for another lap here, scored on the books. No cautions yet, and that's grateful to be there. Inside peek here, inside of the camera, and what a race here by Josh. And look at that banking of that racing surface. As I wonder what they're talking about inside that race car there with Josh and the spotter, Brad.
Guys are starting to get a little dicey around you. Just be mindful. You get 3 wide ahead of you. You're going 3 wide right now. 3 wide on the inside. Your lanes checking out. You got 2 behind you right now. All right, guys directly behind you just jumped off to your outside. At your door, even. You still got 1 behind you.
One right behind Josh as they're going to take another peek here at the back straightaway. 3 cars side by side up there at the front of the pack for the race lead. And Josh holding on to the draft on the bottom side of the speedway. A nice safety outlet there for Josh if he needs one. Oh, one truck's going to get loose up top of the speedway. They keep it green. Field stacks up in what almost a disastrous wreck at the top of the field. And Josh still bottom side of the speedway, and they complete another lap. He's that red car in the inside, very inside. Well, second to last truck on the inside. They're trying to get back that outside line going back up, but man, that inside line where Josh is at, I was just talking about it before they started, we're almost wrecking there with that number 11 truck up front. Man, bottom line's a nice safety outlet there. Oh man, that 11 truck got it back going up there to the front of the field. Hold on a minute. No, that's the other truck. Number 18. As I was talking about, that 11 truck about almost wrecked the entire field. He'd almost got it going in the wrong direction. Josh playing a safety check here. I like this play. I like this spot of point of, hey, look, there's guys blinking up top on the speedway, and they're 3 wide. I like this little strategy, if it is a strategy, and maybe can keep that Chevrolet fresh and clean to get it to the front. Just still sitting on the bottom side of the speedway. It is on the back straightaway now. Those Goodyear tires are rubbing on the double yellow line. Chevrolet, two Chevrolet trucks in front of Josh on the bottom side of the lane. Playing it safe, playing it calm. You know, keeping everything straight here. Not trying to ruin anybody's day. And going out of turns 4, down on the flat part of the track now. Getting there in the trial for this racing here. 3 wide is 54, 98. Now it's just going to be 2 wide for Josh down on the bottom side of the speedway. Still on that draft, still in the momentum there for this race today. Josh staying consistent on the bottom side of the speedway into 3. They're going to go into 4 with that Toyota there right behind them, and the 54 truck right outside of Josh. right by his tail tank. Now it's going to be about right by his side, but nonetheless, holding their own here in the A main. And another lap complete there as you take a nice aerial shot of this racetrack. As you guys can see, 3 wide for a minute there, but it goes 2 wide. And the leader is in the middle line there. He's going to have a shot. Leader's blinking now. Another truck appears. Oh, wow. Bad internet issues up at the front of the field. And that's why it's good for Josh to be back there at the back right now. Because, man, one bad push or miscorrection of a bumper, that's going to rack about 15 to 20 trucks. And look at that. We got a camera there for Josh. Let's see if there's some in-car chatter, perhaps.
It's with these green flag runs, that's what's going to happen, especially with guys sticking 3 wide. They're doing that to try to hold their current positions right now. How are your temps? $220 oil, okay. I was gonna say, my keyboard kind of shows me where you're at with your throttle, and I can see you're backed off just a little bit.
Look at that little team radio communication with Brad, the spotter, to the driver, Josh. And, man, he's wheeling that thing. Look at that concentration for Josh there in the cockpit of the Ferris Esports program. And, man, bad internet connections here for some drivers this afternoon as some cars are blinking right behind Josh. As I see on my screen some drivers that are in the picture, and some blink and some go away. So Josh is going to pull up to the outside speedway now, and let's hear back maybe from the spotter here for Ferris State.
Give him a good push here. See if you can, maybe not that big a one. 4 wide, you're in the middle of that. All right, 3 wide outside, 3 wide outside. He's not going to be the happiest with you. But if he can't handle the push, sucks.
Man.
3 wide on the outside. SpongeBob dropping down here inside, tucking in with the Clemson boy.
SpongeBob made the track. Man, look at Josh get in that race car. Bad push was there. SpongeBob appeared on the racetrack. Hi, it's SpongeBob. And it's Daytona, baby. Slingshot. That guy's trying to slingshot out outside of Josh there, as some disagreement between 11 and the number 9 truck, as we're the number 9 truck officially today. And man, that 11 truck is like hooked to the back end of Josh's truck. And man, oh man, if it's not North Wilkes-Barre, we're at Talladega Super Speedway racing around here. So Josh hopefully can handle that pressure there on the outside. Looks like they're prevailing. You know, not a lot of stuff that number 11 truck can do, but you know, Josh just got to stay, and teams, you just got to stay on their execution plan for today's race, and you know, keep racing on, keep trucking here at Talladega. As an aerial view here, man, SpongeBob truck compared to Ferris University's truck right there on the top side of the speedway, 1 spot better, and we're gonna keep itching closer to the start and finish line here this afternoon. And man, SpongeBob is mad. SpongeBob was like doing something to Josh. I don't know if it was a hard push or what, but man, what a run there. Maybe just let him go by for a minute and talk after. Church and state separate, and we see it happen there. Inside camera, and I want to throw it down there to the spotter.
Church the outside. Put him in the walls. Just be mindful. All right, 23. We're on lap 23, Josh.
We'll do some fair stake, crank it up, and hear these engines here coming to life at Talladega Super Speedway. All these drivers out here racing hard at Talladega Super Speedway. And Josh and them going here into turn one as, man, if you like that sound, trucks at Talladega Super Speedway approaching back here to Peters. It looks like the back straightaway now as the field's going to approach 3 and 4. Josh on the outside now, looking to move up some positions. Leaders still blinking there at the beginning of that race there, up in front of the pack, and back through the tri-oval. Josh on the outside. SpongeBob right in front of Josh. Number 11 Toyota. Side drafts, gonna have some momentum. Josh is going to think better. Going to try, goes inside, stays inside. Going to think about bopping back to the outside, and he does. Back to the outside. Down the back straightaway. They're going to have a run down the back straightaway. Josh is going to close up to the number 11 truck. It's going to be a 3 truck trying to perform a trifecta down the back straightaway on the outside. Now it makes it 4. Man, it was a long line of just double file. No line was prevailed on the top side of the speedway, and man, we're looking at it. They're gonna try to get up there to the side by side with the leaders. Josh is third in the line, and man, what a run on the outside. Josh inside the top 10. On the outside, Ferris State's going crazy here in Big Rapids. Down the back straightaway, side by side with the leaders.
All right. Josh is 3 wide on the outside. Momentum's falling off on your outside line here. We got 4 that I can see. You're the second in the line. Hold it. All right, peek out for some air. We got 1 pushing. Gonna be 2 pushing here. Yep. Things are getting dicey down low up ahead of you. Everyone's moving around. Stay there. Yep. Yep. Going to be on lap 28 this time across the line. Okay.
Lap 28 is going to be here in the books here shortly. Bobbing and weaving down the bottom side of the speedway. 1 truck's going to try to command the lead, but it looks like number 11 in the Mountain Dew truck are side by side. Josh is going to be the truck right there. They make a box look from the aerial view. 1 truck's going to peek downside. It's going to be a 3-car battle, 3-truck battle for the race lead. Number 11's in first place. Josh appears that he's in the first truck on the outside. 11's going to put a block on down on the bottom. Good racing at the front of the pack. Josh going to put it down in the middle side of the speedway. He's in 3rd place from Ferris State University. going down in the tri-oval, side by side with SpongeBob. Number 11 Toyota at the line. Oh, too close a call. What a run inside, middle side of the speedway. Forbes Jr. pushing number 9, Josh from Ferris State University to the front on national coverage of the E-Nascar College iRacing Series. Oh, looks like lights are out on the track maybe. Let's hear more about that. Caution lights are on the speedway. Man, what a run. Josh from Ferris State University here, putting on a show for the Ferris State University fans, students, faculty, and even Ferris State Esports. Upside the middle side of the speedway, he worked it down from the top side of the top shelf to the middle side. And last lap scored, it looks like it's number 11. So Josh from Ferris State University running P2 here in the A-Main. We're going to pit this time by. Let's see. Fake it, maybe. Oh, let's hear the word down there from the pits.
Pit box in 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. Right here.
What an early run. Josh, first half of that race is going good, and he's got 4 tires, a splash of gas, and he's getting out of this pit box here. Track position, pit road speed means a lot. Track position means a lot to these guys. Don't speed on pit road. And we'll see where Josh ends up after that pit cycle here after this caution flag. Man, what a race, man. If you're fans out there watching Ferris State Esports, what a race. Upside the middle side of the speedway here at Talladega. Josh was scored P2 just before that caution flag waves. The whole entire field goes in, cycles for the most part, and takes some Goodyear tires, some gasoline from Sunoco, and return back to the high banks of Talladega Superspeedway here today with the E-Nascar College iRacing Series A-Main. As, man, flawless perfection from team efforts from Brad the spotter in the team to execute, playing defense mode, safety mode, the early stages of that race, trying to get out of the, if there was a caution, there wasn't a caution, and then they fight back and go back on a tear to end that to get P2 from that caution flag. So pretty cool. And we'll see this restart how how it plays out here today at Talladega Super Speedway. There's Josh again, and let's hear some team insights about what this restart might entail. Josh going to start inside of this racetrack here today. Forbes Jr. was pushing Josh earlier on. Now he has Sprouse behind him. Trafari on the outside. Josh looking for another great run, as Sprouse is going to be right behind him here to start this next cycle, this next stage of the race here at Talladega Super Speedway. As you guys see Josh up there at the top left side of the screen, getting all loosened up, getting tightened back in for this, I guess, final half of this race here at Talladega Super Speedway. And I want to thank everybody for tuning on in and watching us here tonight at Ferris State with Ferris Esports, as this is a great opportunity to be a part of. And as I've been saying throughout the broadcast, thanks so much for Ferris State University for allowing us to do this and to have some fun with it here at college, at a university, to have some fun as they shape up. They're going to stack them and re-rack them, it appears, here side by side. Josh is going to be inside, right by the Geico restart zone. They're in the Geico restart zone, and we are back underway. Sprouse and Josh are going to get back up together there on the bottom side. Chevrolet works out good, and Ohio State's right behind, 2 trucks behind Josh on the back side. Josh running about 4th down there in the bottom side of the speedway, and they're going to shape up to early tight Dutch racing. Side by side, close quarter racing down the back straightaway. Bumper to bumper, wheel to wheel. Going into 3. Going out of 4. And what a race inside the top 10 for Ferris State's own Josh is prevailing on the inside there. 2 trucks going to get it together up top there. Mountain Dew is going to give it to the other truck that's going to put them in the race lead here for a second. Bottom side is going to have a race run there, a little surge on the bottom side of the speedway. And man, what is going on with Josh and the spotter, Brad, getting this machine going in the right direction on the bottom side. A little bit of a breakaway there. Separation between the pack. Now I kind of close the tangle, close that gap down to a little bit. Outside's more prevailed right now as bumper to bumper perspective from that aerial shot. Now Josh back in the hands, and you see him there wheeling and dealing that race car, that Chevy Silverado. On the bottom side, in the back of the pack, they're going to form a 3-car run. Now 4-truck run, on the top side of the speedway. Josh inside the pack, downside on the bottom side of the speedway. And down the back straightaway. The fans are loving it. The fans are cheering on Ferris State University's Josh and Brad as a crew chief, spotter and driver duo. 3 wide now, respectfully, around the competition. 11 is going to try to surge in the front. We got Josh still there inside the bottom side of the speedway. And man, what is going on? Looks like a disastrous wreck's about ready to happen here as we resume ourselves with the 3 wide aspect here at beautiful sight. Trucks going 3 wide around the super speedway of Talladega. Right inside here with Josh there for a momentarily, and pop it back to the outside to see what's going on around the surroundings. And Ohio State's right up on the bumper of the rear end of Ferris State University's Chevrolet of Josh, as they still maintain inside position, as there's really nowhere to go, as there's racing all the way around him. Trafari on the outside. A little bit of a wiggle out of the 87 downside of the speedway there. Bottom line is going to pull up. Josh is going to put a bumper to the back end of that car, trucking right in front of him. Give him a little nudge. Miranda gives a shot to Miranda. Look at that. Look how close Racing Quarters is to the front bumper, to the back bumper of Talladega Super Speedway. That's as close as you can get to seeing how close and how real this thing is. Another lap complete. We're still through by 3. Number 11 controlling this race, but Josh still on the bottom side of the speedway. Looks beautiful running down there on the bottom side. Down the back straightaway, they're going to have to try to put a shove to the truck in front of them to get that line going in front, as another guy's blocking and stuff, and oh man, they about touched doors at the front of the pack. And luckily that's on us right now at the moment, up there up front right now, because man almighty, they're getting excited up there and having some technical difficulties with some leaders as well. And we're doing just all right. Look at the perspective of this race truck here running the bottom side of the speedways. That's a perfected line there. Bottom side is awesome, especially in the draft. That's your escape route if something goes bad. You got all the way to that white wall, all the way to that left there. As you guys can see, they're swaying and bouncing. Hard to keep that line. A hole's going to open up for Josh on the back straightaway. One car thought about taking outside, he did, and Josh is going to move up a spot inside of the running downside on the bottom side of the speedway. And man, that guy that made the move from the middle to the outside was such a gutsy move, but bottom side lane's going to have momentum. Had momentum for a second. Oh, what a race, what a sight to see. Cars weaving and bouncing. No thank you. Shutting the door. This man, side by side. And Josh trying to rail in that Ford truck right in front of him to try to capture this victory. Could be the first victory in Ferris State University. Gotta watch that. Guys up front there. 11 is giving a shot to the other truck right in front of them. That race leader, I'm going to call it, the race leader is getting a bad shove there on the inside, and it ups up the truck a couple times, and that could cause a caution. It could involve all those guys in front of Josh. You know, play it safe, not play it sorry. And that's why it's nice to be on the bottom side of the speedway. At 87, as I said, green right in front of them. Nice pace. They're adding some ground on the corners, or gaining ground on the corners, but I think they're losing some on the straights, on the tri-oval, as the outside is more aggressive right now at the moment. So green right in front of them. We got some other trucks upside. On the top side of the speedway, and man, look at that banking here at Talladega. Let's do it to crank it up here with this race cars. as we return. Trucks still 3x3 in the back of them, 4 wide, right behind Josh, 4 wide, and they're not waiting anymore. It's time to go, baby. It's time to press the attack. And that's what some of those drivers are saying. Hey, let's go, come on. And Ferris Esports still running on the bottom side of the speedways. They split it 3 wide there as a very lowest possible lane to run on the side of Talladega Superspeedway. Joshua having himself a good day here. Probably the best time he's had running in the E-Nascar College iRacing Series within the A-Main. Something's got to happen at the front of the pack to get them all in a mingo-tingo fashion, but not including our very own number 9, Josh from Ferris State University. You know, something's got to go bad up there because, you know, track's wide, but you got 3 trucks 3 wide already. So it's kind of hard to say, like, hey, look, you can make something happen here. Looks like we got Clemson right upside there, too. Ferris State going up against some pretty incredible colleges here, as the E-Nascar College iRacing Series is pretty much global, nationwide, for the student athletes to compete. Oh, big wreck! Oh, the Dream Truck took a mango tango. Oh, nasty hit coming off of turn number 2, and that's gonna slow the field down for the second time here at Talladega. What a hit. Maybe a 3-4 car truck, 4-truck wreck. I'm so used to talking about the Xfinity Series cars, but the trucks, baby, the trucks, man, they had 4 trucks, had some pretty serious incidents, and I don't think that truck's coming back to life here tonight. I think they're going to have to tow that one away, but anyways, Josh, man, is having such a great race, running a perfected race. Truck's clean, spotters probably happy, and everybody at Ferris State University is happy to see this product, this truck, here at Talladega Superspeedway. As just what a show, and what a drive for Josh to be still committed to working as hard as he can to get to that E-Main as he did here in this race. Well, caution flag is flown on the speedway. For those of you that haven't been tuning in, if you guys are just tuning in right now, caution flag number 2 was flown on the speedway, was brought out as 4 trucks had an incident there, and oh man, some stacking up just happened there on the caution flag, but 4 cars look like they were involved in an incident, but the best thing about it is that Josh from Ferris State University and Ferris State Esports is still alive here this afternoon with this race here at Talladega Superspeedway. As you guys see in the background, the fans are up on their feet cheering on no other than number 9, Josh from Ferris State. Those cars involved in that incident is going to take it around on the outside for their wave around laps here at Talladega Superspeedway. Some guys electing to run the apron on the track, slowing it down. Josh up on the high side of the speedway there, as you guys can see him out there on the racetrack. Those nice yellow rims on that race truck, and what a nice paint scheme. Love it, love that paint scheme there this afternoon. field is going to continue running those pace laps here, and we're going to get closer to the end of this deal here soon. So it's time to, I don't know how many laps are scored, but last time we talked it was 28 laps, and we've been green for quite a while after that point. So I think it's getting down to the end of this deal. So it's time to press that attack. It's time to, no friends, man, no friends. It's time to get the racetrack up the front. You know, it's time to race people with respect, but you know, it's a business-like attitude. It's time to go. It's like driving on the freeway at noon at rush hour. It's rush hour now at Talladega Super Speedway, and those guys know it too from the other colleges, and it's going to be a dicey feeling coming to the end of this thing. You know, it's going to be stressed out. People are going to be shaking a little bit in their boots, and you know, everybody's going to have their own little niche they have to conquer over this deal today to settle it out. And you know, just what a great venue that, you know, we get to go to here at Talladega Super Speedway. Look at that aerial shot of just the facility here of Talladega, and the field going back 2 by 2, side by side. Pace car leading the field back here again off of corner number 2. Down now on the back straightaway, getting onto the back straightaway as we see what's going to happen here in the late stages of this one. It's going to get dicey, it's going to get nitty, and it's going to get gritty here at Talladega Super Speedway. Fans, faculty, staff, simulation racing fans, iRacing fans, it's time to grab your popcorn, and it's time to unleash a beast. It's time to go all in with Ferris Esports Racing here at Talladega. Probably getting a pep talk from his spotter there inside the cockpit. And man, I like this. It's getting down to crunch time, and I want to put some back in black music on from AC/DC to get these guys pumped up if I could. But nonetheless, it's cool. It's a cool sight to see. Trucks going side by side here under the caution flag laps. It's a perfect time for those fans to take a picture of those race cars, and pace cars going to pull off the racing surface here. Josh, you're going to start on the outside. They're going to climb, and they're going to find the rankings in the labelization of the Geico restart zone here at Talladega Super Speedway. Side by side in the Geico restart zone, we are back on our way with a green flag. Good start there by Josh, got up on the back bumper of the 87, and they're trying to wheel and deal the outside lane to the front here at Talladega. Josh still on the back bumper of the 87. Man, a good freight train on the outside. Looks like Dale Jr. racing around Talladega Super Speedway as he elected to take the outside lanes, and we're inside here with Josh from Ferris State.
All right, I like it, dude. Everyone's trying to stack up in your line, so it's going to get a good push here, I think. One of the two. All right, you got one. They're going to try to make it 3 wide. Go in the middle here. Go in the middle here.
Some technical problems there. Go out of your line. They're about ready to wreck. Oh, okay, I'm going to go to the middle side, and then I'm going to bounce back out. Oh, there might be a car underneath of me. This is what racing is all about. Oh, they're going to be all a pack. Going into 3. Going out of 4. Oh, big shove in the middle side on the racing track. I think that was Josh in the back end of Forbes Jr., and that prevails that lane up there for a second as the middle line and the bottom line are going to have a nice dancing side-by-side draft situation. It's going to open up for a second as that outside driver took the outside lane. Josh is going to be in the middle side of the speedway, fourth in line. Side by side for that race lead, right in front of them. 3 trucks up for that race lead. Outside's going to try to take a peek. The truck in front of Josh is wiggling a little bit down the back straightaway. They're going to find turns 3 right now. Turn 3. 3 by 3. 3 wide. Josh putting the bumper to the back end of that race truck, that Toyota. Josh trying to want to put him into the show, trying to put Ferris State on the map in the tri-oval. At the start-finish line, another lap complete. Josh in the middle side of the speedway. Cars outside. Trucks are going to put the bumper to the race second place driver there in the middle side, and man, what a shot. Middle side is going to try to have a run here on the back side of the speedway. 3 cars side by side here at Talladega. Josh trying to get some breathing room onto that race car so they don't try to blow up here at Talladega. Try to get some fresh air in that race truck, and they do just there. As you guys can see, when they poke out a little bit, that's getting that fresh air. Ooh, those guys on the middle side of the speedway moved down a little bit where it almost got those guys loose and wrecking on the backside. Still 3 rows. Josh appears he's five cars back now in that middle lane. As pushing and shoving is happening at the front of the pack. And really no hole for Josh to get into just yet, as they're going to probably stay consistent on that middle lane there. And Brown's right in front of him, and then he's got Tafari right in front of Brown. So he's not running bad. He's 5th now in the line on the middle side of the speedway. As we mentioned, he's going to help that middle line, encourage the middle line to push and shove to get back to the front here at Talladega Superspeedway. As man, what a race, and doing everything they have to do to get this one to the end. Maybe not a win, a top 5, a top 10, a top 15 would be very cool for Ferris State University to say that, hey, look, we were top 15, we were top 10, we were top 5, we were runner-up, and maybe we were the race winner of Talladega Superspeedway. Oh, they're going to try to make it 4 wide off top of Josh there. HendrickCars.com Chevrolet thought about going on outside and almost making it 4 wide. It could be a problem if they were going 4 wide. Already scary enough to be going 3 wide at these rates of speeds. As you guys can see them bobble and weave down the back straightaway. All 3 cars are going to have a run, and Josh had a run there for a second, thought better of it. Not to get in the back end there of Brown, I do believe. We got SpongeBob right on the inside of them. If you guys remember, they had some differences. And right behind them, another caution flag will wave. 1 car got spun around. I don't know if it was a caution yet, but it appears that another caution flag on the speedway, the 3rd one of this afternoon, is gonna wave. 2 trucks were racing right behind Josh, and they both did the Mango Tango right behind Josh. What a wreck. That's the second wreck that's just like eye-opening, of like any wreck can happen at any point in time, and what a race, what a thriller. And as I mentioned, if you fans don't have your popcorn, I don't know what you guys better be on the edge of your seat there. Ferris State University up here, battling, challenging, and using perseverance here at Talladega Super Speedway. Man. Well, that race car still looks good, still looks fresh. Josh doing an incredible job here today at Talladega Super Speedway as multiple people are watching them from iRacing's mainstream of this afternoon. This is the Ferris State Esports stream of Josh. We get to talk about Josh the entire race. We get to talk about racing the entire race, around Josh, in front of Josh, about Ferris State University. And this is a historic day for Ferris State Esports. First time making it into the A-main feature here at Talladega Super Speedway for the E-Nascar College iRacing Series. So it's cool to, it's very cool to see Ferris State get to be represented on a national stage. It's very cool. Every kid that does iRacing or sim racing or racing in general wants to be on the main stage, on the national stage. And Ferris State University today, they get the opportunity to be on that national stage, and you get to walk around Ferris State University and say, look what we have done with this small program of 3 drivers, and driver could be your spotter at one point in time. The driver could be the driver this week. The driver could not be the driver the next week. A spotter could be a spotter at any given point to help out the program. And just what a job that Brad has been doing, as we've been hearing him on the radio, and we've also been seeing Josh focus in, nail in, drill in the execution, the routine of the holding the steering wheel, getting the air clean on the front of the nose to not blow up. And I don't know if we're going to go to a pit cycle here or not, but anyway, it's just so cool to see Ferris State on a national stage. Nanny, we've been battling with this entire time. Brown's been pretty respectable for us racing here tonight. As, yes, again, man, you look at that truck, that Chevy Silverado, and just what a day. We need to get a slingshot going and do a little Dale Earnhardt Jr. slingshot, you know? A slingshot, a slide job, slingshot, engage. We gotta throw back to the old Talladega Nights. You guys aren't familiar with that one. A slide job, like Dale Earnhardt Jr. sent on the production, and we got a own personal slingshot engage. If you guys are some movie lovers of watching the movie Talladega Nights, and we're feeling that Talladega Night feeling here today as our very own Josh gets a race here at the High Banks, the high-speed super speedway of Talladega. Come on, what a day, keeping the truck in one piece, and pace car back out controlling the front of this field here. They're all filing side by side. Maybe we'll hear some more radioactive radio style here on the restart, if this is the restart this time by. Field, set, side by side. Pace car leading in front of them. Getting in here off of turn 4. Those fans and the stands. Inside with the Ferris Esports team.
Yep, go outside. Nope, nope, it's not clear, not clear. Oh, getting real dicey. Oh no, I don't like this. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Yep, sit there, middle 3 wide. You're gonna gain some good position here.
What a start there, as you guys can see. The spotter, Brad, saying, man, I don't like that one. Scratching his head, moving the hips, talking with the lips. And we're back at the front of this pack. What a nice start by Ferris State. Oh, they're beating and whopping. One guy hits the grass, bumps up, they spin, they're wrecking in front of him. Josh is going to get involved in this one. Very slight damage, it does look like. Very slight damage. He keeps it straight. Oh, what a heartburner there. They were both beating and whopping. One guy hits the inside grass, turns the truck around, and they do a huge, huge, huge wreck down at the front straightaway of this racetrack here this afternoon. Wow. What a wreck. I don't know if they call it a caution. They're still paddling to the metal there. John's still pulling the pace up there with that race truck. As, man, another truck's around. Truck's going up, truck's going up. Oh! Whoa, whoa! We passed that wreck, man. Holy Moses. That guy did the Superman into the wall, is what just happened. Holy cow. Are you kidding me? I don't actually know what's going on, but it looks like they kept it green there for a little bit. And then maybe we finally just got a caution, because that guy just Supermaned it into the wall. What a run. Hopefully his truck's all right here coming into the pits. Josh bringing it into the pits here. Not sure what's going on here, but big wreck there. Looks like Josh put it there in the pits, and I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe the checkered flag of the race. Looks like a guy's burning it down, as it looks like we got the race winner here of tonight's racing event. Action-packed racing presented itself here tonight at the big Super Speedway of Talladega, Ferris State's own Josh put on a heck of a performance for that race team, for Brad, for everybody at Ferris State University, and made it all come true here for Ferris State. So, congrats to whoever won the race. Yeah, Josh, what a heck of a performance, and thanks everybody so much for tuning on in, and sounds good. So I just got word that we're doing something here shortly, but what a race! So cool, so cool to see stuff happen here on the high banks of Talladega. Great race. Hopefully all you fans out there were intrigued about what happened here at Talladega. joined here with Iracing's own Josh Bach. How has the race been today, and who can you thank to get yourself here?
Yeah, it's been a journey for sure, and I got to appreciate my guys, you know. They're the ones who get me here on a week-to-week basis, and without Pickle and my coach Brad, you know, it wouldn't all be together like this. So it's cool, and to compete with the school and be able to represent Ferris and have all these people that I'm working with, you know, and represent them along with myself is quite the opportunity.
Yeah. A top 10 here today for Josh. Josh, how did it happen on the racetrack? You know, nitty-gritty racing, 3 wide. How did you calm yourself down in the race car and just say, hey, look, I've been doing this for a while. How did you get that racetrack to the front?
Yeah, it was an experience for sure. Made a little bit of rookie mistakes and stuff like that, and the jitters were real, you know, shaking behind the wheel, trying to control yourself in the pack. But halfway through the race there, I got to push White to the lead there, and that was kind of cool battling with him. Had a little bit of track position, so that was good. Kind of set me up for the rest of the race there. If I didn't slide to my box on that caution, I think we would have been up in the top 5 for that last run. Thankfully, didn't get caught up in a wreck, which is great, and came away with the top 10.
Yeah, clean run. What's the future looking like for you this season for running with the E-Nascar College Iracing Series? I know this was really cool for us, for Ferris State, to make it at A-Main. We're going to see you again here in the near future with A-Main runs.
Yeah, I hope so. That's always the goal. I know we got Iowa next and then Charlotte, so I like both those places, but it comes down to qualifying, just kind of how the format falls. So it's a little interesting and a little hairy, but I plan to be back if I can.
Awesome. Well, that's Josh, guys. Congratulations today on
Thank you.
that top 10 run. First in school history and first appearance at Talladega Super Speedway.